no feature location inside of Conquest, he says. Wake up, sheeple. Are you even watching what is currently going on your screen? You have fantastic art to give, Jordan. To be fair, there's not a lot of activates for it to give us, yeah. It's a pretty small pool. I was just thinking I really want a 1-drop. This is no longer end of turn, it is pigged. And then what do I want next turn? So do I make a rock here with Herbie? Or do I play to drawing Jocasta? I think I make a rock. It's close though. Well, we won that 50-50 at least. We got that going for us. Best draw. Absolutely our best draw. Absolutely. Very cooked. Theta's gaining 6 over there. I didn't even need the free Fantastic Art chat. We're up by 5. It only gave us 4. They drew freaking Black Cat on the last turn again. They're very good at drawing the turn 6 Black Cat. Yes, if the opponent had snapped in that last game, I just play Havoc left, then we still win. It is exactly correct. I think I do this, and then I activate Herbie. It gets my hand size down smaller before the Adelan hits, and it makes me towards the raft as well. I could also do this, which loses me the Theta bonus this turn, but it means I could Jocasta, Herbie, and Fantasticar next turn, which I think is worthwhile. Oh, right. They have a Mobius anyways. I guess that stops them from getting a Raft card. 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. Do I need extra energy next turn? I don't, which means I'd rather wait to use Jocasta in case I draw Invisible Woman and after Fantasticar can buff Marvel Boy. Anything I draw next turn I can play alongside Marvel Boy. And if we draw Invisible Woman first steps, I want to use Jocasta to activate her on the last turn. Oh, order! Order in the cart! I'm not out of line, you're out of line! Driving in my car, beep beep. Hope no one wrecks into me. Solid showing for Jocasta here. Feels good for the deck with less tech cards in it to get rewarded there in our mirror match. Too tall. Thank you for the almost 2 years. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Legendary. Definitely on track to activate some cards this afternoon. Onward, upwards, backwards, forwards. We're waiting a turn. Opponent's done a whole lot of nothing so far, so decent chance this Mobius is gonna get them. I press the button. Ah, they're hella not negative. The wrong tech card. Unlucky, really. Oh, I forgot this was gonna overfill my hand. I forgot we were getting 2 Cleos. Well, that's awkward.
Minions to me.
Chances. I think there's a chance this wins the game. I don't know. I don't care. We get like Odin or Ghost Rider, I guess. Order. No, the order's right. I want to force the Havoc into the left, Gibbers. I think we're getting Odin on the left here though, so probably cooked. Alright, I need all their friends to show up at the same location. I need Gambit not to screw us. Oh my god! Oh my god, we won! We won! Oh baby! Oh man! Never doubted us for a second, chat. Never doubted us for a second. Titillating hella gameplay. I'd like to dedicate this game to everybody who puckered. Would not have been possible without you. Thank goodness there was not a coin flip on the screen. Certainly no RNG involved there. Masterfully outplayed, if I do say so myself. Yeah, my PayPal must have finally cleared to bed. What luck? Certainly not here. Look at that tasty chunga. Who doesn't love a tasty chunga, gamers? Clea certainly loves a tasty chunga. Tacos! Like I've often said, chat, chimichangas are truly magical. Do you ever Herbie here instead of 2x Flames? Maybe? I don't know. I really like being able to contest the center. Never before has someone been so rewarded. Holy. Actually, is it like this? It could also honestly be, Fantasticar flames the center again, and then next turn we just go Theta Havoc, activate. I kind of don't hate this. And again, I'm only playing 2 cards here, because Theta only gets her end of turn if we only play 2 cards. This Black Cat's about to get discarded so many times. Couple 2, 3. Do you run out of max energy for Havoc? He only triggers 4 times here with Invisible and a Jocasta, so we'll have plenty. Fantasticar is going to give +4 to Theta, Marvel Boy, and Havoc as well, though. Hopefully they feel safe on the right with Spectrum tying. Oh, I guess it's all face up. What are they beating me with here? It's some. I guess they can Spectrum plus something else. I mean, I think I'm in for the Boomer Snap, so. Dinner's ready. Come and get me. Yeah, some sort of living tribunal, maybe? I could see that. It's very possible. Like Iron Man Mystique stuff? Yeah, I could see that too. Honey. Of all the Boomer Snaps I've experienced, that is certainly one that's legally allowed. Okay, Boomer. Victory. Cool. Very, very cool. I feel like this is how Captain America would feel if he saw the state of our country currently. He'd be a little negative about it. All right, well, that brings us to 3-0 after some very skillful tactical gameplay. I think we're going to take a brief pause for the cause to let some adverts roll, and when we get back, we're going to play some more of this. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. Appreciate folks spending the middle of your week here with us, and I'll glad to. If you're watching this on YouTube right now and you're enjoying the content, make sure you tap the like button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps the content reach some more people. Appreciate the folks that have done that already. Deck feels sweet. Yeah, I mean, end to turn stuff is super competitive. And Jocasta is a solid end to it. Ooh, James Ryan Merlin is cute. Man, this was such a good artist for them. So many of his pieces are great. Really, really fantastic Rage art there in the shop. Yeah, we looked at Jocasta's stats on Untapped a couple of times. None of them look particularly exciting. The Marvel Boy builds were largely performing better than the non-Marvel Boy builds. It's a fun Phoenix Force, but I have one of those that I already like. Someday the Hydro Stopper I'm waiting for will appear in my shop. Oh, you know, I think I forgot to pick up the Jennifer Kale yesterday, and I don't have a variant for her. That's sad. You're right. I totally remember that one being in my shop too. And I forgot I was missing a variant on her. That's really sad. It didn't occur to me when I looked at it. I was like, oh, that's a good piece of art too. It didn't occur to me that was the only variant that we have for her. You think there's a better one soon? Interesting. Mastery. Is it a Creative House pocket? I do like my anime ladies. All right. Round the 4th for Infinite Conquest, chat. Can we take her down? Here we go. Oh, that is a pretty good one. I like that. I like that one. Supposed to be up tomorrow. This is a good piece too, based on the Agatha All Along show. Victory. Man, tough fought 4th round Infinite Conquest here. Well played to my opponent. All right, let's see if we can get Infinite Avatar, eh? Deck's busted. One more of those, so we'll be Gucci. Yeah, to the people earlier who thought I was joking about my be lucky and don't be unlucky comments to win Infinite Conquest, let this be proof of me living out my truth. It can take a minute to find a last round Infinite Conquest opponent because the system always pairs a 4-0 into another 4-0. So that way people are playing for the same pricing. Your call to action during the pauses has changed my behavior to click the like buttons on the YouTube videos I've been enjoying. Nice. Yeah, that was the goal. Twas the goal. Gosh, Herbie or Invisible would both be pretty solid here. Oh no! Chad, I failed. Remember when I said don't be unlucky? I've now queued into destroy with my Marvel Boy deck. Maybe they're a Galactus deck. Yeah, maybe. Don't you dare. Don't you dare all go center. All right, thank you. How do we feel about locking in Herbie? Pretty good about it. I can also do this and set up Jocasta in the middle too. Fuck, if Bob jumps middle, I'm in trouble. But I also think I need to get lucky to win this game anyway, so I think I'm gonna stay. I think I'm gonna stay. Oh, they're just killmongering. Go center, go center, go center! Damn. I think we win that if X23 goes center. I want to talk about Conquest game theory here for a minute. So obviously, I am behind tier and likely dead. However, this matchup is very bad for my deck. So I think if I have even the remotest chance of winning this game, I should absolutely stay and try and win 8 cubes. Because this matchup is so polarizingly bad for me. And I know that it feels bad to eat shit to a shitty tech card that should be nerfed more there and lose. But this is not a matchup where I'm going to win against their Shang-Chi Lady Deathstrike Killmonger deck by going long and snapping and retreating appropriately. I win this matchup by taking risks. Is the way we win it. And I know it feels bad to lose there, but it's still our best possible chance to come out ahead long-term in the matchup is to take a risk like that there in that spot. What, would I have won here if we played around Shang? I don't know that I ever play around Shang, because I have to beat Death, right? I needed to beat Death. My play beat Death in the center. If I didn't activate Jocasta, we would have been 21 in the center and we would have won. Yeah, I think we lost when the X-23 went right. I agree. We needed the X-23 to land center and then we win the game. But that just is what it is. Honestly, pretty happy with the fact that we were that close to winning there, despite the matchup being that polarizingly bad for us. Excited for them to be another Killmonger deck, but we absolutely snap here. Our opener is quite solid. I've been messing around with Slay the Spire again. Do you like that game at all? I actually think Slay the Spire is a good example of the original is much worse on average than the follow-ups. I think Slay the Spire kind of kickstarted the drafting, deck building, single player style games, and I think almost every other game I've played that comes after it is markedly better. They very, very clearly learned from the initial designs that Slay the Spire did. I don't think most of the better games that came after it could have been made without Slay the Spire existing first. But I wholly and fully believe that most of the ones that came after are better designs. I'll be interested to see Slay the Spire 2 is supposed to be happening at some point. I'll be curious to see how exactly that ends up looking. It's honestly very similar to how I talk about Marvel Snap, right? Like Marvel Snap's one of my favorite card game of all time, bar none at this point. But Marvel Snap, it wouldn't have been possible for Marvel Snap to be made without Hearthstone and Magic the Gathering coming first. This game in its current state is 100% clearly the result of decades of lessons learned into the industry. This game does not get made without lots of other games coming before it inside of the industry. Jocasta's so good at driving the getaway car. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Ruh-roh, Raggy! No, my car! Uh-oh. Uh-oh! We're Gucci, yeah? Super good? Cool. beep 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 beep. But it's playing an older deck list. Yep. Actually, I actually just looked up deck list for that one because I'm wanted to include it in my ultimate deck guide we're putting together for later this month. I think I'm aiming to get that out next week, perhaps. It's definitely not going to happen this week. We got a camping trip this weekend I got to get ready for. Are you going to add a Horde style deck to the roundup? I don't know that I expect dedicated Horde decks to be playable.
Oh, snap.
Also, the goal of the video is to talk about established proven deck lists, so probably not. Yeah, I expect a lot of the Horde cards will be added. A lot of the Horde cards will be added to various existing decks. Bar's kind of scary. All right, so I'm punting Bar Sinister. Driving in my car, beep beep. Losing Havoc said. All right, then anything I draw on turn 6, I can play alongside Mobius. Oh, I hate Gambit so much. Oh, I hate Gambit so much.
Opponent snapped.
If they Modoc here, they go to 25. I'm going to 3 and 8 is 11, 12, 13, 14. This beats Modoc left, which I think is what they do. Damn. Wait, what? Okay, boomer! Driving in my cars, beep beep. Hope no one wrecks into me. And I was beating Modoc left there, yeah? Which is like their best possible. My play would have lost to Modoc right by 1. No, we would have tied Modoc right and then lost the breaker. But I think they Modoc left here every time if they have it. Yeah, they added live stream rewind on Twitch for subs and Turbo subscribers, right? New player features in 2025. It's a brave new world. And the angry snap back after losing an 8-cuber. Oh man, we have priority here, and I get to fucking flames the deck in. How do you like your deck in chat? Do you enjoy him well done? Extra crispy. Nice pan-seared decking. That's unfortunate. Was that their best possible hit? It was their best possible hit. Yes, I'm gonna not play the bomb because I want to be able to draw Theta, or trigger Theta if we draw. I am so smart. SMRT. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Beep beep beep. Gosh, your hand sucks real bad, huh, Gamer? I could have won all three. I didn't know. I didn't know winning all three was an option. Drive that getaway car, Jocasta. Drive it good.
Victory.
All right, let's see if we can slide our way up to the finals again here. Yep, one more. One small onto the breach.
Snap.
I'm gonna Clay here rather than Herbie because I want to start getting flames with Marvel Boy ASAP. Our free extra 1-drop, letting Marvel Boy crank his value to the max right away here. Well, at least the flames get me a 6-drop. Wong! What are you doing over there? Like a toxic surfer deck, you think? Could be. I'm in danger. Now, I wish I would have put Jocasta here. Is soup more cooked here? And have any lines there to win that one? Just need bigger linear numbers. Yikes! I'm putting the Marvel Boy on the left because I'm losing that location anyways, and I don't want to take up space in the other two spots with him. Does Mobius have text in this matchup? Sometimes they're a Sarah deck.
Oh, snap.
So no matter what I draw next turn, I can play it alongside Theta. I think we're big enough. It's about as good of a spot as we're gonna get. I'm beating Odin, yeah? Bob is bigger than Mobius if you save it. Yeah, but if I didn't play Mobius and then I drew Jocasta, I wouldn't be able to play 2 cards because of Havoc locking my energy at 5. I think we're beating Odin. I didn't actually count. This is a vibes I'm beating Odin. We're -4, they're +6. So once I add 6 with Havoc +2 with Marvel Boy, we're good. Yeah. Yeah, that's true too. They could also be Sarah on turn 6. Is another reason to play the Mobius. Nothing like a little vibes-based lethal.
Victory.
Who doesn't love a lethal vibe in the afternoon? Where did that Theta variant come from? My credit card.
Snap.
Oh, push the button. My hand's pretty good. This is probably a matchup where I'm supposed to wait and see how good or bad their hand is, but playing optimally is so boring. Is the opponent's deck all series 3 and below? Typically, sometimes they play like Sebastian Shaw. Usually if they have higher series cards, they're, usually if they have higher series cards, they involve, what's what I'm searching for? They involve random surfer cards. So, Klea's Flames are likely not useful here. However, they can be a second card for triggering Theta, which can be relevant. Thanks, Marvel Boy. Appreciate you. What a dick. Does the opponent have the Machine Gun Gambit version? I don't know. They often play both.
Opponent snapped.
Oh shoot, I forgot Bob could move. super dead to Odin, yeah? I'm gonna go ahead and give it to him. Just playing a sweet deck. I don't need any more infinite avatars, really.
Are ye worthy? Are ye worthy?
Press the fast forward button, Jeff. This is where I would put it if I had one.
Are ye worthy?
The broods are very worthy. We are not.
Are ye worthy?
Cranking up the jam. So, do a little bit of a wrap on the deck that we're playing while our opponent's animations play out here, and then our animations play out here. I actually think our type of deck that we're playing is a pretty exceptionally bad deck to try and play in Infinite Conquest. I know I always make the joke about you need to be lucky and not be unlucky to win 5 in a row. And while there's elements of truth to that, it's a high variance endeavor to win 5 in a row, regardless of what deck you're playing and how well you're playing. I think decks like this one that specifically have matchups that you lose at deck registration are some of the worst choices to play in Infinite Conquest, where you can't give up a win. They make your experience that much more high variance. What do I mean by lose at deck registration? I mean, this deck is probably never beating someone that registered Killmonger. And on top of that, it's also going to have an incredibly hard time against someone like our last opponent, who's a bigger deck than us, that doesn't care about Mobius and Mobius. So that's why the more popular builds of End of Turn are probably better suited for Infinite Conquest, because they played a wider range of tech cards, right? Like, they would have Juggernaut to mess up our last combo decks game plan. They play Stardust typically to mess up things like Hela, etc. They're not in on the Marvel Boy plan, so they don't just get Killmonger. And to wrap on, let's share some stats here really quick for Jocasta. I think that still makes a good highlight. We had some good games, and it's worth showing some stats here. So if we look at the better performing Jocasta Invisible Woman decks that have 200 plus games, we actually see one that this is the one that we're playing here, and this is the tech card one. This is we changed one card, right? I added Herbie over Spider-Man, but Herbie is absolute. Sorry, I bumped my thing there. Wow. Herbie is absolutely a card you want to be playing in this core. This build has Herbie. That's what's right. Herbie. One of my takeaways for Jocasta is Herbie is one of his absolute best pairings. If you want to play Jocasta, play Herbie. But I'm not surprised to see this build have a higher win rate. I also think it's worth calling out that, like, these particular stats I'm looking at are ladder stats, and if you like how this deck plays, like you're like someone like myself, and you really like Clea as a card, I think this deck is competitive. It's better suited for the ladder or Deadpool's Diner or something that's best of one, where when you hit a bad matchup that's polarized not in your favor, you can just leave and it's not detrimental, right? Like, I think this archetype is assuredly competitive, but it's just tough to go 5-0 with an Infinite Conquest because you can't give up any losses in that format. You can't just say, oh, I hit the Killmonger matchup, I can bounce now and just, like, give up my 1 cube or 2 cubes because the Killmonger deck stabbed me and I didn't realize it was the Killmonger deck or whatever. In Infinite Conquest, when you hit the Killmonger deck in your match, in your game number 5, like we did during this set, you just lose, then your Infinite Conquest run is over with the deck.